Yeah, obviously it's been an unusual period. All the horses went out in the field in March and they didn't come back in until July, so it was a period when we spent a lot of time here. Most of the staff were away. Myself and the family got to work on the place, and we've done a lot of improvements over the summer and kept everything up to speed with the facilities, and the horses came back in and they're just taking a bit to get them ready to run again now. The staff are still getting the buzz about, you know, the horses going to the races and everything else. It's just to keep the momentum going in every direction, keep the owners enjoying it as much as they can under, you know, unusual circumstances. Summerville Boy, delighted the way he's been training. He actually had a trip away this morning just to take the cobwebs away from him a bit with the jumping. He's been very quick over his hurdles recently, and that's the way we're going to stick with him for the time being. He'll probably start off at Aintree in the 2.5 mile conditions hurdle, and then whether we step him up in trip after that or maybe go to Ascot, there's a nice 2.5 mile hurdle there as well. We're sort of open plan about which distance we're going to stick with him. Bun Doran, yes, we're very happy with him. He's had an away day recently, and his planned first major sort of target of the season is the Holden Gold Cup, which is a race we've won 3 times before, and he'll need plenty of rain down there, which we should be okay with the ground, hopefully. And after that, we'll stick to the 2 mile division. He's rated 158 now, so he's limited where he can go, but obviously he had a big payday last Christmas time, winning the Desert Orchid Chase at Kempton. He's in good form and looking forward to the season ahead with him. Clondaw Castle ran a great race yesterday at Aintree in the Old Roan Chase. It looked like he was going to win jumping the last, got collared on the run in. He'd have improved a lot for the run, and he seems to be progressing really well now. He's was placed in an Arkle, but at the end of the day he'll be a stayer in the making as well, so I can see further improvement as the season goes on with him. Black Op had a frustrating time last winter because we missed Cheltenham waiting for Aintree, and it never happened. He won a novice chase early on in the season and was placed in the big novice chase at Newbury in the Grade 1 at Kempton at Boxing Day, and he hasn't run since then. But his first major target's going to be the Ladbroke Trophy, and we're aiming, that's what it's all being aimed for at this stage of the season. Springfield Fox had a great time over fences last season until he got to Cheltenham Festival when the ground was probably a bit quick for him. He's a complete out and out stayer, loves the soft ground. The Welsh National will be high on our list for him. He's a horse with a bit of class about him as well, and as I said, stamina is going to be his forte. Dr. Deck started last season really well, winning a novice handicap chase at Ascot, then slightly fluffed his lines at Kempton. Never really got to the bottom and why he wasn't enjoying it much, but his season ended early, which a lot of the other horses had done as well, and he's come back in good form, and there's a lot of talent now. Just got to get it back on the race course on the right day, and I'm sure there's more races to be won with him. Espoire De Teillee only had a couple of runs last season. He won really nicely first time at Ludlow, very impressively. Then we had to take him all the way up to Musselburgh, which wouldn't be his type of track, just looking for the better ground. It's so wet all winter. He'll cope with good to soft winter ground, but definitely wouldn't want it heavy. And he's a horse got a lot of talent, and there's no reason why he can't carry on from where he started off last season, which ended rather early for him. Boyhood started last season beating Trucker's Lodge in a novice chase at Newton Abbot, and then wasn't really enjoying it afterwards and never really was sparkling at home or on the race course. He then got a severe case of colic over the summer and had to have a surgery, and maybe that'd been playing on him for a bit, and he seems to be back in good form now. He had a nice comeback run over hurdles, and hopefully we can start building up to where he was a year or two back. Double Shuffle, the old boys, and turning 11 now. He's been here since he was a 4-year-old. Obviously, we all know he's been second in the King George. It's been hard to win with him. He can now run in these veterans races and just hope the old sparkle's still there, but he owes us nothing, and there's no reason the way he is at home he can't show it on the race course as well. The horse you should put in your Tote 10 to follow competition from my yard is Summerville Boy. He's had a great summer. His work's been outstanding recently. He's really improving more with age. He's growing up all the time, and I can see him being a strong force in the staying division this season.